Boeing, a leader in international aviation and a symbol of American innovation, is most known for its famous aircraft, such as the Dreamliner and the 747. The major aerospace and defense company that played a key role in the success of the Allies in World War II and contributed to landing the first astronauts on the moon. But a number of blunders and scandals in recent years have damaged its standing, causing many people's reaction to have turned from Boeing, or I'm not going, into Boeing? I'm not going. Boeing was founded by William E. Boeing, a timber executive, in 1916 and was located in Seattle, then it moved to Chicago in 2001. The company was first known as Aero Products Company. It was first focused on manufacturing seaplanes, soon expanded and established itself as a leader in the aviation sector. The company built itself as a market leader in commercial aviation by the 1950s and 60s with the launch of iconic aircraft like the 707, which transformed air travel, and the 747, the first jumbo jet in history. Boeing evolved to become one of the biggest aerospace manufacturers in the world, producing up to 2 satellites, 380 commercial aircraft, and about 230 military aircraft annually on average. Early warning signs of danger started soon when in 1997, Boeing decided to get merged with McDonnell Douglas, a major aerospace manufacturing corporation in America. The only purpose of the unity was to make the company's position more powerful in the aerospace and defense industries. But after this merger, many cultural changes occurred in Boeing that made employees uncomfortable. The focus shifted from engineering and innovation to financial performance and shareholder profit. Cost-cutting tactics emerged, and a division between engineering teams or management began to appear, planting the seeds for future issues. The narrow-body Boeing 737 MAX was an amazing addition to their commercial aeroplanes category. The main innovative upgrade was the fuel efficiency, LEAP 1B bigger engines, and improved performance. The features of these planes were capable of competing with the Airbus A320neo aircraft, a top-notch aircraft of that time. The production of 737 MAX started in 2011, and soon its development progressed forward. Intense competition with Airbus and increasing demand for more fuel-efficient aircrafts puts a lot of stress on engineers as well as on the certification department. This rush unfortunately resulted in the design errors which later caused 2 major Boeing aircraft crashes. The first crash happened on the 29th of October 2019. A Boeing company's 737 MAX aircraft with the name Lion Air Flight 610 took off from Jakarta Airport. After a while, it crashed into the Java Sea. There were a total of 189 people on board, including the crew. All of them were reported dead. After a period of around 5 months, one more tragic news of a plane crash popped up. Again, it was a Boeing 737 MAX aircraft. Just 6 minutes after taking off from Addis Ababa Airport on March 10th, Ethiopian Airlines Flight ET-302 vanished from radar and smashed into a field, killing all 157 persons on board. Both engines had been buried in a hole 10 meters deep due to the force of the crash. The investigators' final report identified errors made by the airline and its employees in addition to defects in Boeing's design of the aircraft. According to the data from the flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder, the crew struggled to maintain control of the aircraft while MCAS, or automatic anti-stall software, ignored their commands and repeatedly pushed the nose down in both crashes. Keeping an eye on all the details, the Federal Aviation Administration in the United States and other regulatory bodies worldwide decided to ground the whole 737 MAX fleet while they conducted additional research and put the necessary safety precautions in place. The 2 horrific crashes built up a great anxiety among the public. Boeing took many days to release a statement addressing the tragedies and offering its sympathy. Company's reputation and trust were severely harmed by the way the company handled the issue, particularly its early refusal to take accountability. According to internal documents and discussions, Boeing's technicians and officials were aware of possible safety risks with the 737 MAX, but they chose to ignore or dismiss them. The practice of taking shortcuts and putting deadlines above safety was revealed by company insiders. Since the major crashes, everyone has been following Boeing's horrifying news on a daily basis. As flames burst out of a Boeing 747-8 traveling from Miami to Puerto Rico while in the air, after landing, a 737 MAX 8 aircraft traveling from Memphis to Houston rolled off the runway. During takeoff, a wheel on a Boeing 777 flying from Los Angeles to San Francisco broke, crushing a car beneath, and a Sydney to Auckland Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner nosedived in midair. Still, this is not a complete list of all accidents involving Boeing aircraft or the Boeing company. The 737 MAX catastrophe had a devastating financial effect. Boeing lost billions of dollars as a result of orders that were canceled, aircraft that were grounded, and compensation to airlines. According to Boeing's own research, now 40% of passengers are unwilling to board the aircraft, which has been grounded globally, costing airlines losses over $1 billion. The loss and a sharp decline in stock value has shaken the investors and government regulators. Taking advantage of the scenarios, competitors such as Airbus gain market share and solidify their position in the global aerospace market. The difference between Airbus and Boeing's delivery goals has started to widen during the last 2 years. According to Reuters, in 2023, Boeing delivered around 528 aircraft. On the other hand, Airbus delivered a record-breaking 735 aircrafts in the same year, which smashed all previous records in the civilian aerospace industry. The Boeing company released its financial results for the 6 months and second quarter that completed on June 30th, 2024. According to a recent statistics report, the company's revenue of this year was $16,866 million. It was $19,751 million during the same period in 2023. This shows a net loss of $1,439 million. However, the loss last year was $149 million. According to CNN, no other major stock index company has managed to lose nearly as much money as Boeing, which has disclosed losses exceeding $30 billion. In an effort to win back the confidence of federal regulators, airlines, and the general flying public, the company has committed major changes to its manufacturing processes. In January 2024, after an incident of a door plug panel on a brand new 737 MAX aircraft broke apart in midair, the FAA ordered Boeing to write up a comprehensive plan to address its quality control issues. In a 3-hour meeting with FAA representatives in Washington in May, Boeing executives, including CEO Dave Calhoun, presented the final plan. In a summary of the plan that was made public, the company promised to improve staff training, strengthen the company's safety management system, and to increase oversight of suppliers. FAA Administrator Mike Whittaker stated, "This plan does not mark the end of our increased oversight of Boeing and its suppliers, but the beginning of the next chapter. Boeing has outlined their plan, they just need to carry it out." He assured that the FAA would be keeping a careful eye on things. He announced that regulators would meet with Boeing executives once a week to monitor their progress. There is no particular time frame set by the FAA for Boeing to start boosting up 737 manufacturing. In an effort to raise quality, the business has reduced production to far below the FAA limit of 38 aircraft per month. However, the company has stated that it hopes to increase the amount in the second part of the year. That's something airlines desperately need, as they've been forced to cut flights and scale back their growth targets. Even though the road to recovery may be difficult, Boeing's ability to change with the times will be essential to its success going forward. Boeing's transition from a market leader to one involved in a string of scandals highlights the need of sticking to core values, especially in sectors where trust and safety are critical. If you liked the video, hit the subscribe button and get updated with all top-notch content on our channel.